Therefore, at all stages of your life, a woman should feel she's loved. At first, her father provides her with that love, so that she could feel she is loved and dear to him. At a young age, her husband confirms that love. At old age, she should receive that love from her sons and kids. So she should feel love at all times. It's important for her. A man has both his duty and love. If there is no love, there is always duty. No luck with death, you'll be lucky with love. So, no difference. Either way, he will survive. A woman, on the other hand, is not going to survive without love. Therefore, women need looking after more than men. Spiritual civilization involves looking after women, but no such idea for men, because this is the man's role to look after. Women, children, old people, priests or spiritual people, as well as cows, as they provide people with precious product and bring fertility. Practical, educated people should be aware of these 5 components or sources of our happiness. I have also touched upon the topic of cows. Maybe it will broaden up our horizons. I'm just in love with cows. Now you can ask questions. Maybe you agree with something or disagree, or maybe we can discuss something together. Family is a karma. Everything we have in the material world is karma. In other words, fruits of our previous activities. A woman receives a husband she deserved. This is what it is stated in the Vedic scriptures. These are the laws of karma, and we should accept what we have deserved. Regardless of the fact whether it is good or bad, we have deserved that. If a woman keeps on changing husband, doesn't mean that she can change her karma. No, she doesn't change her karma. Her karma involves changing husbands. This is her karma. One can't change their karma, but a person always has a choice. One can always add something, improve something, or make something worse in one's life. A close person is the one who you take care of. Usually you think there is no such a person who will look after me, and many people complain they don't have anybody who will understand them and love them the way they want. But in fact, according to the definition of Jesus Christ, a close person is the one who you take care of. Please do begin with yourself first. Why the principle of serving? Yes, only by serving one you can obtain everything, it is said, the best in life. But if as a consumer you expect things to happen, you will lose a lot. How can a wife support her husband in his spiritual life? Well, she should share his views, first of all, and also to share his spiritual goals. That will be already a great contribution into their family. A husband and wife should have one common spiritual aim. In this case, it is also possible that a new dynasty will be created if you maintain this common aim. Imagine that husband and wife both want to obtain God's consciousness. For this sake, they both work hard, they bring up children. And if their children see that their parents have one common aim, usually join this aim too. If their parents have different aims, children can't make their choice and sort of wander off aimlessly in life, end up living with no faith. In case of dynasty, usually kids follow in their parents' footsteps. A husband serves God, a wife serves her husband. Kids join this hierarchy automatically and become very proud of their parents, of their honesty relationship. If father is wise enough and religious person, a child will always appreciate and value that. It's important that the parents are respected by others. Then those great traditions they can pass on to other generations and say, "Do you know who your grandfather was?" And their children automatically accept all that. This is our dynasty, our values, and we can't lose them. In such a way, ancestral responsibility appears. So, was that the question? How a wife can support her husband? Well, that is the first. Having the common aim. There are many other things, and different nations use different things. A woman has different roles, how to communicate correctly with a man. For this sake, education is needed because a woman doesn't understand a man. How can a woman develop a soft speech? Soft speech. Oh, you should be very afraid to use rude words because even out of fear, you should control yourself. We know how difficult it is to change for a woman. It's much easier for a man to change himself. This is a woman's nature, but at least out of fear, you should change the way you communicate. Rude speech will destroy everything. Your life destiny is built by either bad speech or good speech. Language and words, please do be very careful. Another question. If if senior people behave inadequately, why do we need to listen to them? Well, we do not have to listen to them if it only comes to age. We respect their age, but we accept knowledge and take knowledge from those ones who are superior and senior when it comes to knowledge. But we do need to respect everyone who is senior than us. How does that happen that people who are grown up and much older can't give an adequate advice? It happens because they haven't developed spiritual knowledge, which doesn't depend on the influence of time. Their knowledge becomes old-fashioned. They lived in the different world of technologies, in a different culture. Maybe they had different traditions. They may not necessarily have the choice of choosing their husband or wife. Because we're different nowadays, we can't listen to them because we have a choice of going to the club and pick up your boyfriend or girlfriend. We don't need to listen to the old people. Now it's different life. In previous times, people didn't used to have abortions. They were considered as a sin. Suicide is an awful sin. It wasn't encouraged at all. Nowadays, people have completely different opinion. Why do we need to listen to those old archaic things? Material knowledge is always subjected to changes from one generation to another. That's why a problem of children and parents can never be solved. Spiritual knowledge, on the other hand, can destroy these contradictions. Spiritual knowledge is always relevant in the past, present, and future. It doesn't change. Those laws never change. Laws of cleanliness, morality, chastity. In case we're aware of these laws and confirmed it with our own experience, then we can give it to other people. And it will be in great demand by other people. If you have difficulties in life, you go to a psychologist. In the same way, everyone who lived their life until old age should become such a psychologist and be aware of eternal values. What does it mean, a soft behavior of a woman? Well, we need to ask a woman. I don't feel comfortable to demonstrate my knowledge when it comes to talking about women. A flexible woman means that she is very caring. Flexibility is required in order to preserve peace, both in the family and society. This is a woman's natural nature, both as a woman and a mother. A woman aspires for peace. Nowadays, we can observe that many women can't live in peace. They become very argumentative and they quarrel a lot. and have disgusting character. But it is said in the Vedas that a woman is considered to be saint who could live at peace with all her relatives. This is your main role, your main sign of flexibility. She should know how, under all possible circumstances and difficulties, maintain peace and prevent losing family traditions. This is a woman's role. What did you especially like about this video? Please leave your comments.